Alright, this is article review presentation number 1. The article I read was specifically written talking about what has changed in the world of communication today. Mostly it talks about the internet and how it's revolutionizing the way that we talk to people. There's so many people, and so many people have access to the internet, and it's really easy to communicate with people on the internet. I mean, since it's been implemented, it's completely changed the way we view the world. This article discusses mostly about how teens are interacting with people, friends, family, and friends that they met on the internet. The dangers of making friends on the internet anonymously is discussed in the article, and it delves into the fact that parents need to watch what their teens are doing or what their younger kids are doing on the internet, because they might be talking to somebody who is saying one thing about themselves, but they're really lying, and all they're trying to do is get information or anything else. So it's good for parents to supervise their kids. It's good for them to monitor the chat history or the browsing history on the computer. It's good to teach them what's good and what's bad to do on the internet when referring to talking to people. There's little regulation on the internet right now, so it's really easy for people to anonymously say things knowing that they're never going to have any consequences of any kind. Anonymity is a very powerful and very dangerous thing, and the internet has revolutionized as well as changed the way that we communicate in good ways and in bad ways. On page 5 of the text, it talks about role versus personal information. Someone on the internet is likely to respond to you in a much different way than they would in real life, in person. It's way easier to say you're an idiot on the internet than it is to say to somebody's face. In person, you got a person standing there with a face and expressions and body language. On the internet, you got a white screen with a keyboard. It's easy to type 4 words. It's not easy to say the 4 words to somebody who's looking at you and is projecting on you. And then, on page 7 of the text, the table 1.1 specifies the difference between face-to-face communications and computer-mediated communication. There's one part of the table I wanted to look at. On the part of the table that talks about the receiver, it points out that it is much easier to find somebody who is like you and who is going to be easy to talk to on the internet than it is in real life. Let's say, for instance, you like a certain movie. Type it into Google. Hit enter. Oh, there's a forum for it. Click. Go on there. Make an account. Sign in. Talk to other people who like the movie about the movie. It's really easy to find people who have common interests as you on the internet. That can be a good thing, and that can be a bad thing, because teens or kids or even young adults or even just plain adults can easily get sucked in and can easily be tricked by people saying they are one thing and they're really just trying to get information from you, or they're trying to do something bad. They could be trying to actually find you to scam you or steal your identity. And then on page 23 of the text, it talks about referent power. There are many people on the internet who take pride in what other internet chatters think of them. We go back to the forum again. Let's say there's a poster on there who has they've posted 10,000 times on the forum. Everybody knows who they are. They know their username, and every time they see them chat, they want to talk to them because they look up to them. They think they're cool. Okay. Well, that gives that person referent power, because they can say stuff, and more people are liable to believe it just because, oh look, he has 10,000 posts. He must know what he's talking about. That way he can convince people what's what and what he thinks is right. It might not exactly be right. Forums that I've gone to with people like that, I usually just tell them off, and then they go, oh wow, I didn't expect anybody to tell me off. Look at me, I have 5,000 posts. It's like, I don't care if you have 5,000 posts. You're wrong. Well, anyways, that is my article review presentation number 1. Thanks for listening.